guys. It's another Q&A show. It's me, Quinn, Hallie, and we have a special friend here.
Eva,
you guys.
Eva in the house.
And I just met her today, and I can already tell you're a lovely spirit. If you're friends with Hallie, then hello. It's going to be the same vibes. So happy to have you join us. This is very fun. So, today we're going to be sharing what has been like the focus on our inner work lately. So that will give us a chance to kind of get to know each other and kind of check in with each other. Mm-hmm. As you guys know, we will always talk about anything with self-love, transformation, personal growth, healing, all the things. And the inner work is the absolute most difficult work because it requires you to actually care about yourself. It requires you to actually put in some time with yourself and be kind to ourselves. And who taught us that when we were growing up? So let's get in there. Let's see where we are. We're going to share with amongst each other. And hi, Rochelle. Thanks for joining us. And hi, everyone who's watching the replay. So yeah, I always got to go to Hallie first because we host meditation every week. And, you know, with that, you're already sharing what has been coming up for you. So lately, what would you say the focus of your inner work has been?
Well, first of all, I love having a public conversation about one's inner work because our inner work is a very private, it's like it happens in our private space within ourselves. And we can and it's beautiful that we do it within, but there's something extra impactful to speaking it out and sharing the process outwardly too. It's like, oh yeah, that is what I'm working on, that is what I'm doing, that is my focus right now, and it like grounds it even more.
Totally.
I think so my inner process right now is being, and so I guess when I think about inner work, what comes up for me is like, where are we focusing our awareness? Like, what are we trying to be extra aware within ourselves around? Like, what habits, what patterns, what tendencies? And then what are we doing to forge a new pathway within our minds, within our hearts? So the awareness that I'm working on right now is the craving. Like what am I craving outside of myself? And it usually comes down to validation, attention, approval. Attention is like the general thing.
Right.
I crave attention. And so, you know, that's really great information because there's a true need there. And I have the capacity to fulfill that need for myself, right? And it's like we forget that. We forget that we are able to fulfill our own needs. And so we will seek that outside of ourselves. And when we are seeking for someone outside of ourselves to fulfill a need of ours, first of all, it creates a dependency. Second of all, it makes us unable to like love someone in an unconditional, safe way because we're needing them to be something for us and we're needing them to show up for us in a certain way to fill us in and fill us up. And when they don't, then we feel resentful and then we feel like our needs aren't being met and then blah, 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 right? But if we're in a practice of being aware of when we're feeling that, like that craving, and then we bring our own love in, then we're just like meeting the world with a full cup, an open heart. You know, we're not like depleted and looking for people to fill us in.
Yeah, and expecting them to fill it in too, because they did it before. So hey, where's the love?
True, right?
Why aren't you giving me attention? Hey.
Yeah, like you did that. You like gave me that dose once. Where is it?
Yes,
give it
I need
again.
it now.
Give it
I don't
again.
feel
Give
good.
it again.
So
it's like, didn't you know that was a contract that you're not? You can't leave or change or not.
Yeah, I was like,
give that to me anymore.
That's expected of me now. Oh, shoot, it's like a job.
Right.
I have a job to fill your cup now. Right?
Yeah. And for any of us that have been on the other side of that, where we have felt like someone has expected us to be their personal cup filler, we know that that's not a fun position.
It's not fair, is it really?
It's not fair, and it's like, it feels, for me, what it feels like is I don't get to be free.
Yes.
To be who I am and make the choices that I have to make and do what I need to do, and like, because I'm having to consider this other person's everything when that's actually not my job or my responsibility. So on the other end of like, you know, meeting my own neediness with my own compassion, in my own capacity. Yeah, that's my inner work right now.
Love it. So being aware basically of what you're craving for attention. Her attention and like your cravings, and knowing that, hey, I can meet that need for myself.
Yeah.
Lovely. That's a whole practice. I mean, that's a lifelong practice. Lifelong practice. All right. I feel like let's go to I feel like some stuff has come up for you already. let's just pass it.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
This is an off-the-cuff share. What came up for me, and this is something I've been so much more aware of the past year.
That's where it starts.
But, I mean, I've definitely been like aware of it all my life, but not acknowledging it, is that I have a tendency to bolt or change my mind or want to do something else once things get hard. Like, so whether that be in my personal life or in my business, I'll think, oh, this isn't it. I have to find something else. I have to find another person. I have to find another way because like this just isn't it. And it's basically because something's like hard, or maybe it's boring, or maybe I'm scared, or I don't even know why. I just think I need to like change or need to bolt from something. So I'm noticing that tendency in myself, and each time that I want to like bolt or change something, like let's say currently I'm like, you know, running this program in my business, and I think, oh, next time I'm not sure if I'll run this again. Like, well, it was hard, or I have to like do all this or this or that. And I think that if I choose something else, that won't happen. But like every time I encounter like a relationship or a thing I'm doing in my life or my business, like there's going to be hard stuff. So I think recently I've had that awareness of like, oh, I'm having those feelings again of like I need to change everything, or I need to leave something because somewhere in the future I won't have those problems. Which isn't true.
Avoid the problems is what I'm hearing.
Like, this fantasy that there's this life that has no boredom.
And no problems.
No hardship.
No hardship.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's mine.
That's so good.
That is really, really
So
good. I heard, thank you for sharing. I know, it's like vulnerability, we're alive, so thank you so much for sharing your heart. I feel it. And how would I say it? I mean, who can relate to that? You know, so many of us want to, let me go somewhere else. You know what? It is like the baseline of like avoiding what we really need to do. You know, or putting things off or something like that. We're just like, no, I'm not going to deal with that right now. Let me just go something, go where I'm comfortable. Because growth requires uncomfortability.
Totally.
You have something coming up.
Well, there's also, I know that I have this tendency where if I meet a little bump in the road, I'm like, oh, is this a sign that I'm not, like, that I need to reroute and I shouldn't be doing this and I should be doing something, like, totally different? Versus, is this, like, a hurdle that I am, like, that is here for me to, like, become more empowered by? Because I'm going to, like, get through the hurdle, and then I'm going to be even stronger and more capable. And sometimes it is a reroute. And sometimes it's like, no, this is a gift. You know?
I love that you brought it up, because that's literally what was going on in my mind. And maybe like, what's a good question to ask ourselves when we meet that? Because maybe it means red flag, or maybe it means, oh, this is my opportunity for growth, and that's why it's uncomfortable.
What do you think about that?
So, oh gosh, you know, I think it depends. Like I think of romantic relationships, and I'm like, that's most likely a red flag.
Like, wait, why is it so difficult? This must be a red flag.
So in romantic relationships, that's what I think is like, that could be a sign from God, you know. But yes. But in business, I've come to believe that doesn't mean anything. Like, just because something didn't work the first time, or because I didn't like make $1 million, or because it wasn't a total success, or because I didn't feel 100% confident, doesn't mean anything. Like, me making it mean, oh, I must not be meant to do this, has gotten me in a lot of bad places where I just keep trying to like turn back around, instead of pushing past those hurdles that would actually bring me to the other side. So I think like if I'm doing something new, if there's change involved, then it's gonna be that like, well, this is hard, this is wonky. But for myself in romantic relationships, I'm gonna go with honor that completely.
I love it. What do you guys think? You know, as it's coming up, and feel free to share.